However, absolutely not. Millionaire wears.
Thank you for showing me the world. You know that you are my one and only girl. Got you in my ear saying, don't do me less to your head.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Jenny here again with another video. This time I posed a question to my following on Instagram to just see where their heads were at, again, because I always want to know who's following me, what they think of me and everything else. So this video is going to be a mixture between questions that were asked about me that people just wanted to know. It was a ask me anything, versus assumptions that people make about me based on what they see online. I just wanted to know what some of my followers thought of me. So I'm going to go, I got a ton of questions, but I'm going to go through some of them because I just don't want this video to be too long. So I really hope you stick around and see what people really think about me. Whatever assumptions that I'm going to read, some of the ones that I'm going to read are just going to be my initial reaction. I don't know, I haven't seen anything, but the questions I did read and they cracked me up. You guys are team a lot, to say the least. But I'm really excited to get into this video because I don't want it to be too long. Again, this is one of my light-hearted, get to know me type videos, so I really hope you enjoy. One of the very first questions that was asked to me, so funny story. Because I've been out of this, a newborn game for a while now, so I tend to rely a lot on my Instagram following to help me decide with baby number 2, what things are out there that are hot that I should be, on top of. So one of the questions that I put out there was about breast pump. Again, there has to be a ton of breast pump brands out there. So I wanted to be sure that, I'm staying on top of the latest and greatest and making sure that, your girl wants to be hip. So the first question, it's hilarious actually. So I posed a question on IG and some people voted, so I will let you know what this question is. So the first question was, which breast pump did you end up going with and why? So for those of you who are on the tube and don't follow me on the gram, the breast pumps, the 2 breast pumps that I was actually looking at and studying was the Willow, because again, I am a working mom and I want to be free. I want to be, doing my own thing while still being productive with breast pumping and keeping on top of that. And the other breast pump was the Spectra 2 because again, I'd heard so much about it and I just figured like, okay, being attached to something, which I was with Levi, versus being freely able to move, being able to be on calls and conference calls and stuff like that, and meetings, I find that, that would be easiest for me. So with that in mind, I went with the Willow. Don't hate me for those of you who voted for the Spectra. The reason why I went with the Willow, again, because I am a working mom, guys. I want to be as productive as possible, and my job does require me to travel. For me, although Rona is stopping our greatness, but I'm really hoping the world goes back to normal and that, everything goes back to the way it was, and that traveling for me is part of my job. So traveling can, resume for me. So if that is the case, I want to be able to be on a plane and be pumping. I want to be able to be in a meeting and be pumping. I want to be able to be on a conference call and be pumping and still being productive. So and the people that literally voted for the Willow had absolutely great things to say about it. I'm still trying to figure my way around it, but that's what I ended up going with. So anyway, with that in mind, we're going to move on to the next question that you guys posed on the Ask Me Anything. Oh my God, I probably have that question like 12 times. When is Butter coming? Butter is, as you know, the child that I'm carrying now. That is not his formal name. That is the nickname that we've given him due to IVF. When is Butter coming? So my C-section is slated for September 1st. But darling, there is a huge problem with that. Because again, like I said in the previous video, I really wanted a September baby. However, guys, mommy guilt is eating at me because Levi is starting school on the 31st. of August, and he is going to be in person. And so for me to think, again, I'm having a C-section, so it's not like I can go give birth and come back the next day. So for me, there's a lot of thought that will go into it. Like, I want to be home when he comes from school and, you know, he wants to tell me stories and stuff like that. I just want to be there for that first week. So low-key, very high-key, I'm actually thinking about asking my doctor to move my C-section date to at least the weekend prior to, or at least that Thursday, so that I know I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hopefully I'll be home if all goes well, Lord will. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But yeah, I don't want to miss anything, guys. Mom guilt is real, y'all. Mom guilt is so real. Moving on to the third question, darling. Somebody said, how does it feel to be a mom of two? Sis, I don't know yet. I haven't given birth yet. But so far from carrying him, tiring is the word I would use, okay? We're trying to get Levi acclimated to the idea of, you know, big brother, baby brother, you're gonna be helping, like, you know, do certain things, and just really trying to have him participate in like all of the changes that's going on. Like, oh, you're gonna help mommy with diapers, you're gonna be helping mommy with like bathing baby brother, like things like that. So I'm really hoping it's gonna be good for him and he's not gonna regress too much. Because again, regression is expected, especially for a kid that's like 3 years old. He doesn't quite understand that, hey, this dude is coming through and like stealing my mom. And Levi and I are very close. So I'm just, y'all, I'm just really hoping that this transition is just smooth. Oh my gosh, this question. So after a lot of baby questions. Y'all are tripping. So after baby number 3, will you be able to get more eggs out, or... First of all, sis, the nerve of you asking me this question. You done heard Paul told you in the previous video. Paul done said in the previous video, he believed that the Lord meant for us to have 3 kids. Hallelujah. 3 kids and that's it, okay? So the idea of going through IVF again, is not at all where we're headed. Again, no one knows what the future holds, but that's not at all the plan. However, for someone who has been through IVF, an IVF cycle that was unsuccessful, you are able to garner or to extract more eggs if you choose to go through a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th cycle. Hopefully you don't get that far. But if you're asking if I'm going to get more eggs, the answer is no for now, because what would be the point? But anybody trying to have more than 3 kids? Number 1, sis, you must really hate me. And number 2, like I said, if someone were to go through the IVF process and was unsuccessful with the 1st cycle, they are able to get more eggs in the 2nd or 3rd or 4th cycle if they choose to. So I hope that answers the question. Oh, this is good. This is non-baby question. Thank God. How did you figure out which career path you wanted to take, or did it just come to you? Ooh. First of all, I think this is a whole video, to be honest, in addressing that. So I guess the short of it is, I did not choose my career. I thought, like I said, I thought I was going to be a whole publicist, sis. Don't we thank God? Don't we thank God? But no, I didn't really choose my career. It just kind of fell on my lap, to be honest with you. Like I said, I was a communications major with 2 minors in French and Women's Studies. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with that. I didn't know what my options were, number 1. And then to top it off, I got a whole MPA, a Master's in Public Administration, because I thought I was going to be, you know, a government employee for X amount of time. So I don't know if I want to say, like, I knew exactly what I wanted to be. management consulting just fell in my lap. So for those of you who don't know, I am in management consulting. I work for one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world. And it's been great. I enjoy it very much. I've been at my job for going on 7 years now. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. It's been challenging. It's been great. It's kept me on my toes. However, it took me a long time to get to that place. It didn't happen overnight. And I'm sure nobody thinks it happens overnight, but it's just, you know, in my case, I had to kiss a lot of work frogs, if that makes sense. I was quite unhappy. But again, I plan on doing a whole series, a whole video for you guys going into that, because I know those of you who know me personally do reach out and ask certain questions, and I do want to put that knowledge out there. To answer the question, yes, it really did fall in my lap, and I really truly believe that's where God wanted me to be, because I'm able to use, I feel like, every single degree that I've earned, and I feel like I'm putting them to use every day, and that just makes me feel good. So I hope that answered the question. Again, I don't want this video to be too long. Maybe I'll do like a second part, because be on the lookout for a video where I talk about the ways to navigate corporate America as a female, the way to navigate corporate America as a Black person, because I feel like I've been exposed to a lot. I've heard a lot. I've been in rooms where it was like I was the only Black person. So just really the insight from that is what I'd like to share with you guys. So be on the lookout for that video. I also want to note that I also knew which career path I didn't want. I knew I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to be in a place where growth was the #1 thing. I knew I wanted to be challenged. I know, as corny as that sounds, these are the top 3 things for me. So now I'll be moving on to the assumptions. I'll probably do like 4, because again, I don't want this video to be too long. There were a ton, and I'm taking a look right now. Y'all were sick, and just real sick. Anyway, so let's get started with the assumptions. Oh Lord. First assumption. I mean, you fly. Thanks, sis. But that isn't an assumption. Okay. You're a millionaire. See, when I tell you I'm not messing with you, I'm not messing with you, okay? First of all, millionaire, sis, millionaire. But you better speak that in my life. Hallelujah. I'll take it. However, absolutely not. Millionaire where, sis? Trying to figure out where. Like, sis, if you know something, let me know, because I don't. But no, I am not at all a millionaire. Jesus Christ. Not at all. However, I do, like I've said before, for those of you who don't know, like, I do like some of the finer things in life that I can afford. And that probably caps it at like $500 max. But no, I do work really hard. I do work hard. If I have a goal set, I'm going to attack it head on, like, to be honest with you guys. But nowhere near. First of all, nowhere near, okay? Nowhere near. I need you to understand. But I will accept you speaking that into my life, because God has a plan. Maybe he wants to make me a millionaire. Somebody better glorify God, okay? But no, sis. Y'all are sideways, backways, and all the ways. A millionaire. See, this is why I didn't like read these assumptions before. Because I knew y'all were going to come for my neck, and I wasn't ready. And so now that I've let at least a week go by, I can actually breathe and read these and laugh, because, sis, a millionaire? I wonder what would make you think I'm a millionaire. Let me count the ways. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me count the ways. Ain't no way. Ain't no way to count. Ain't no number 1, 2, 3, sis. Because I be looking basic. I be looking plain old Jane. Why you think I'm a millionaire, sis? But like I said, speaking in my life, praise the Lord. Second question, or second assumption. You carry yourself with class no matter what the circumstance. mm, mm. You carry yourself with class no matter what the circumstance. I don't really lose my cool. I don't really like, I don't like making a scene. I'm not that type. I'd much rather come with my facts and have a conversation. Like, I'm an over communicator, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, maybe it does. I'm an over communicator. I will communicate to the end of times. However, I will not just come out of character. Like, that's not me. I'm not the type. However, you know, I am Haitian. So I might be talking to you right now and it might feel like I have a mic in my throat, you know? But losing a cool, never. I get embarrassed very easily. So it's very hard for me to like lose my cool and make a scene and just like I can't. When I tell you I can't, okay? Yeah, so that would be a fair assumption. That would be definitely me because I don't lose my cool. Like, I feel like I'm giving you the satisfaction of seeing me just crumble. I'd much rather like give you facts. And as I'm giving you facts, like, I'd be like crying. Because again, I just feel like, why am I even doing this? Like, why are we even, you know, going back and forth? Like, it's not even worth it. But, and I'll go cry. Or if I don't cry in front of you, I'll probably go cry in the bathroom somewhere or in my room. But I don't lose my cool. I don't really lose my cool. Whenever I approach a situation, I try to approach it with like a lot of facts. I'm trying to think if I ever like lost my cool. Yeah, no. I can't think of a situation where I lost my cool. That's me being very honest with you. Lost my cool. Because I'm thinking losing your cool, you ready to fight, you putting Vaseline on. Nah, sis, you ain't catch me slipping. Third assumption, oh Lord. Total extrovert, which is kind of unusual for a Virgo. Baby! Know that I take great pride in like being a Virgo. However, Virgos are very sometimes super reserved and you can see me with 12 million friends, but I am a very private person. Again, by private, I mean like, again, I know y'all know about my uterus and everything. This is just me informing you and educating you. But private in terms of like, you know, my personal life and things like that, like, sis, that's not for the streets. So extrovert, I am an extreme extrovert. Like, I love having people around. I feed off people's energy. I can't be around somebody who's like I can't be around somebody like that. I love high energy people. I love people who love to laugh, love life, love adventure. Like, that's the type of person I am. So Corona, to be very honest with you, has just crushed my spirit because I haven't been able to meet with my friends the way I want to. I haven't been able to fellowship the way I want to. I love people. I absolutely do love people. Again, I don't know if that's a Virgo thing or just this is my personality. I'm just a very open and just like, I love people. I love energy, like good energy, not just any energy, sis. Listen. I don't want y'all to think, ooh, she loves energy. Oh my God. No, sis. Good energy, positive energy, just everything good, like good, everything positive, everything that's gonna make me kiki and laugh and just like, you know, I love to laugh. So again, I don't know if I could equate that back to, yeah, I don't know if I could equate that back to like being a Virgo. I think it's just me. Like, I'm an extreme extrovert and I am proud. Okay, I am proud. But yeah, so with that in mind, I think I said I was going to take only 4 because this video is getting long, okay? And nobody got time to be editing long videos. Because I'm an extrovert and I want to be doing things other than editing videos. There you go. But yeah, so let's see. Oh my God, somebody says bourgeois fashionista. So funny enough, my friends call me Bougetto. Bougetto because there are certain things I will spend money on and there are other things that I will not spend money on. So I think that would be a fair assumption. Bourgeois fashionista, I love, I mean, as you can, I love fashion. I love colors. I love some of the finer things in life that I can't afford. Okay. Let's not go into debt now. Praise the Lord. So for that, I would say, yeah, like that's a fair assumption. But at the same time, I'm very conscious of my financials. One of the things that my sister makes fun of me all the time for is like how very conscious I am with my budget. I'm very like on par and just like, we gotta get things together, and I love paying bills. So bourgeois, yes, ish. Fashionista, absolutely yes, because I love me some good fashion. I love me some good brands for the cheap. Hence the reason for Au Bon Prix. Hey, see how I'm bringing it all together, okay? But yeah, I would say that's a fair assumption. But I would say I'm really bougetto because there are certain things I will like do myself. I.e. like, I'm not like your girly girl who's gonna spend $12 million on nails and press-ons and stuff like that. Like, I'm not that. However, skincare, darling, we will spend our life savings, okay? Because skin is necessary. So yeah, I love the finer things in life. However, not at the actual price that they come in, if that makes sense. So for me, I'm always looking for a good deal. I'm always looking for a way to save. I'm always looking to like better myself. I'm always looking for ways to like invest and improve. So in that sense, I would say definitely bourgeois, if that falls into that category. But anybody that knows me knows that I love a good fashion, honey. I live for a good skirt. I live for a good leather skirt, honey. But yes, fashionista, absolutely. I would say, well, thank y'all. Anyway, y'all making me feel like all soft and mushy inside. So I think that's it for this video. Like I said, it's gearing up to a lot of minutes and I don't have time for that. Okay, I'm trying to keep this video under 20 minutes so that you guys are able to digest what I'm saying, and hopefully I answer your questions. But thank you so much for, you know, participating in this video. I do have more questions that I'll probably do a second video later. If not, I will ask you, my fellow YouTubers, what assumptions would you make about me that, you know, that I haven't revealed before, just by looking at my videos, just by looking at me? What are some assumptions that are coming to mind to you? And secondly, ask me anything. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was fun. I hope this helped you to get to know me slightly better. And I think you guys are slightly twisted because some of the questions that I didn't go over, which I plan on like going over in the next videos, y'all are sick, okay? This was fun. It was good to read your assumptions. It was good to read your questions. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.